What you guys just heard is the sound of one thing, the sound of spring, which means this beast is ready to come out of winter hibernation. After nearly almost 6 months, so since the beginning of last November, she's finally coming out. So this whole time, she's been sitting on this battery tender right here, plugged in for nearly 6 months, like I said. So we're gonna unwrap it, disconnect it, check the battery, and see how she performs. Alright guys, so here's the cover off, and here she is. Looking glorious as usual. I haven't seen it in almost 6 months. It's like getting a whole new car. All right, so here's the battery tender. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna disconnect it from the trunk as I have it connected inside here. So let's pop that open. There you go. So as you guys can hear, the battery tender started charging now because the car woke up. So that's the first time I woke up the car in almost 6 months. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna disconnect it, unplug the battery tender, check the battery voltage with the multimeter just to see how the health of the battery is. All right guys, so we're in the trunk now. So we have the multimeter right here, ready to check the voltage. Now, before I disconnect the battery tender, this is where I made my connections. So positive there, negative at that terminal there. And I wanted to add that this is still the original battery. So the build date of this Quadrifoglio was September 2016. So it's going on, how many years is that? 7 years. It'll be this year. So anyways, let's see what the voltage is. All right, so I got the negative lead connected, put the positive to positive, and we get 12.39 volts. So this should be enough juice to make that initial first start of this season. And by doing that, we're gonna do it actually via remote. So let's see how that works. One thing to point out, after you're done working in here, don't forget to put this cover back on. All right, guys, this is take 1 of remote starting the car. Woo! My God, I missed that sound. What a glorious sound. This is like getting a brand new car every spring. That's the beauty of putting it in hibernation mode. So after about a minute or so of idling, it does smoothen out the sound. Now keep in mind that the flaps are closed. So this is normal mode. Now let's put it in race mode and see what happens. All right, so this is race mode, still at idle. So we're gonna let it idle and get up to a warming temperature before we take it for a spin around the block. Now, as you guys can see, there's no check engine lights. There's nothing going on after the remote start. So yeah, I can safely say that the battery is still healthy as of right now. Well, I think that's enough idling for now. So let's jump in, take her for a spin around the block, see how she performs. Now, as you guys can notice on the PSI, the tire pressures, they are much higher than normal. So I did inflate it to 45 PSI at each tire before I put it away for storage. So clearly we lost 3 to 5 PSI. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna air it down just a bit more before we go for a little test drive. All right guys, so here we are. We reached 3 bars in temperature, so that's pretty much normal operating temperature. As you guys can see, she drives beautifully, no surprises. Everything works, all the modes work. So yeah, we're gonna burn through this tank of gas pretty quickly. I did put Ultra 94 octane before I put it away for storage. So after we get rid of all this fuel, the old fuel, we're gonna put in some fresh gas and give it the beans. Alright guys, so now that the Alfa is back for another great season, make sure you like and subscribe for more great content coming up. We're gonna be needing new tires, so if you guys have any suggestions, the Michelins, Bridgestones, Pirellis, please let me know in the comments below. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.